Welcome to today's Feeling Frugal post. I'm going to show how I am turning my farmhouse bedroom into an English cottage bedroom using thrift store and freebies. I love the English cottage look. It's all about florals and all kinds of beautiful patterns mixed together. And this bedroom has been a lot of fun. I've been doing this for about a year. And I have a Pinterest board. I'll share the link below of all my ideas that I'm getting to put into this bedroom. But the first thing I want to share with you is when I went to my parents' house recently, they gave me two oil paintings that my grandmother had done back in the 70s. She was a very good artist, and they gave me these, and I said these are going to go perfect in my bedroom. Exactly what English cottage country looks like. So I've got them on my bed, and you can see they just match the bedspread and the pillows and all the other wall decor that I have up. So this is the before, and I thought I'd put one on each side of the bed, and then I'm going to think about what I want to put between the two paintings. But I was just so pleased to have these that my grandmother had painted, and of course that was a gift from my parents. Now we'll start over on this side of the room, and I really wanted to put a bookcase here, but I haven't found one yet. I want one to match my bedroom furniture. But this piece was inherited from my husband's family, and I keep all my photo albums inside. And on the top, you can see that light was actually, I shopped my attic. I had this light back in the 90s. I got it from Kirkland's, and I thought, well, that would go good in the bedroom, so I pulled it out. I kind of went through my books and picked out any reds or burgundies that I had and stacked those on the table. And that looks really nice. I'll keep my eye out for different color old books to use in the bedroom, and these were gifts over the years, and I thought they would go well in this room. And then the little teacup over to the side was actually a Goodwill rescue. I helped clean out a relative's house, and they were going to give a bunch of stuff to the Goodwill, so I got to pick through what I wanted. But I took this and turned it into a candle, and that was a freebie. Now the picture right above it I picked up at a thrift store for just a couple of dollars. It was already framed, and I loved the picture inside of it. And then right above it is a clock that I also got out of that relative's house. They were going to throw it out, and it works fine. I got it to working. And then the two prints beside them are actually iron framed pictures, and they're just beautiful, and the colors matched perfectly. But those are very heavy metal frames. They're very old. I got these both. They were $3 each, and they were a matching set, and they were in perfect condition. So I was very tickled to spend that $6. And they just look so pretty in my bedroom. And I'll share in a little bit the back of where it was made and probably the year it was made. So I just kind of put these things together. I laid them out on the floor, and then once I saw that they would go together, I put them up on the wall. And if I ever do find a bookcase, I will put it in this corner, and I'll move these things around the room. Now this was a freebie in the attic. I found it, and it was in bad shape, so I cleaned it up and repainted, restained, and put some polyurethane on it. And then that was a gift given when my first son was born. It's a plate series, and it just seemed to go so well with the other items. The colors match really well. So here is a bunch of just freebie finds and thrift store finds that I was able to put together on this little corner of the room. And I love trying to match and find things at thrift stores that will work well in the bedroom. And it takes me a while. Like I said, I've been working on this for about a year. So I'm very excited with this little corner. Now this side of the room has my dresser, and it's across from the bed, and I have this really pretty picture. It's a studio portrait I had made of my boys when they were the baby was a little over 1 and Joey was 3, and just brings back so many wonderful memories. And I'm going to tell you something, the years go by so fast. They are now in their 30s. And we're going to move around over to my dresser and some more gifts. The little candy dish came from the relative's house. It's an antique candy dish, and the dish is in a lavender color and the base is silver. And then this beautiful serving piece from someone's china. I just love the colors in it, some lavenders and some yellow roses. And it's really very old, but I keep my bracelets in that. That's a good idea if you're out thrifting and you find some old china pieces. Think outside the box, and you can use these to hold things. There's my silver-plated jewelry box from my childhood. Now this wall fountain was made back around 1963. My dad was stationed at Barksdale Air Force Base, and they had a ceramic studio on site for the women, so my grandmother and my mother made these. This was my grandmother's. She did a mother of pearl finish on it with beautiful flowers she put on it. And she's had this hanging in her house, in her bedroom, for years and years and years. And she gave this to me before she passed, because I've always loved it. Every time I'd go in her bedroom, I'd comment on it. But it's very beautiful, very old. This was very popular back in the 60s to have these wall fountains. And I just popped in some ferns in this one. But she also had a matching clock, and my husband is going to rewire this so that it will start working again. But she also made this clock that goes with it. And I am thrilled beyond words to have these two pieces in my bedroom. I just think they look so pretty with this English cottage core theme. And this bowl was another freebie that I picked up. And it has some beautiful colors in it too. The roses and the greens match everything else in the bedroom. So I've worked hard on getting this wall done. And above the dresser, I've got to try to come up with something to go up in that space. But that's the thrill of the hunt, is finding things and then coming back and putting them in your bedroom. My grandmother passed away about 3 years ago on Christmas Day. She was in her late 90s, and I just feel really close to her when I look at these items from her home. This print inside of this frame was actually a gift. It is a beautiful watercolor of a garden that's near my home. And then the matted frame I picked up at a thrift store for $8. It's gold, got black in it, and it was already matted. So I was real tickled to pop that print inside of the frame and then get it hung up in my room. All the colors are right. And this is one of a set of 2 Tiffany mini lamps that was given to me by my grandmother. So I put one in here and the other is in my kitchen. And I just love the colors. I love Tiffany glass. And this ceramic frame was made by my mother at the ceramic studio in Louisiana. And she popped in one of my colorized baby pictures. And I just love it. The colors are right. I love the funky frame. And it goes so well with everything else in the room. I love getting things from relatives and putting them all together and then tucking in some thrift store finds. So you can see I haven't spent a whole lot of money in here. A lot of gifts, a lot of cheap finds, but I really love the way it's turning out. Okay, we'll move over to this side of the bedroom. This is this bedspread and shams and bed skirt. I've kept my eye on for a long time, and then on Black Friday they put it half price, and free shipping, so I snagged it. There's the 2 new items on the wall, and I'm going to make a swag to go between the 2. I've got a picture of what I want to make at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. The bedroom suit was purchased from a friend at a very cheap price, but it is an antique, and I just love this bed. Then I've got this really pretty gold bird sitting on a dogwood branch. That lamp was a thrift store find. This crewel picture I did for my father-in-law 35 years ago. He was making cedar bluebird houses, and I made this for him because he loved bluebirds. And when he passed, it was given back to me, so I've got it hung in the bedroom. Here is a plate that has all the right colors, and then a matching one that I found at thrift stores. And then this was at a junk shop for $3, the golden bird. I even have some coasters for my nightstand with little birds and flowers on it. So let's look and see how I determine what I'm going to buy. I always turn the pieces over and I look to see where they're made. And those really heavy metal frames were made in Italy. There is a handwritten date on the back, but I'm not sure if that's when they were made, but it says 1979, and I paid $3 a piece for those. This plate I paid $3 for. It's got all the right colors, the roses, and it was made in England. I love finding Devonshire pieces, and I just thought that was so pretty, and it goes so well with the furniture and the bedspread. And here's another plate for $3. This one was also made in England, and I always look for that, Devonshire or made in England for my plates. And then I took a D-ring hook and just E6000 glued it to the back and made a hanger out of it. Now this was made in 1967, according to the back. It was a very popular plastic wall decor that was made back then, and everything was painted gold, but it had the Roman numerals 1967, so I was real tickled to find this for $3 at a junk store, and it matches so perfectly in the bedroom. This little frame I picked up at a flea market. I just love the picture on it. It's real tiny, and you can tell someone hand painted that, but it was made in Italy. I paid $5 for it, and it says it's a decorative craft handmade in Italy. I have no idea how old it is. I want to say probably made in the 60s, but it looks pretty in the bedroom. So let's do one more sweep around. I want to get a big stuffed wingback chair in that corner where that chair is. I would love to have a big bookcase there to put all my books on. I'm still looking for that. And we'll go around and look. I've got a picture of a swag idea to share later in the video. We'll just move around the bedroom. Like I said, I've been working on this for about a year now, and I'm very excited. And as you go out the door, I have my little electric heater with a really pretty flame, and it just adds a little coziness to the room. I love this little heater. It's so cute. I don't run the heat much, but I just really like the flame. Then there's some more thrift store. I love any plate that's got gold gilt on it. Oh, look, I've got empty space. I better get out and find some stuff. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this bedroom cottage tour and what I've been working on. And this is the swag that I'm going to put. I'm going to make my own because I'm not going to pay $159 for that. So I'm going to be hitting the stores to find some greenery and eucalyptus and some pretty roses. And I'll share a video on how I put that together. This is a picture of the wingback chair and ottoman that I would love to have. But this one's too expensive, so I'm going to try to find something very comparable. And then I really need a nice big rug for the room, and I love the colors in this. I think this would go well, so I'll keep my eye out on that. So I hope you enjoyed this Feeling Frugal video of how to make over a bedroom on the cheap. If you have time, go check out Sherry at Canterbury Cottage. I get a lot of ideas from her. She's got some beautiful things going on. Every Tuesday she puts out, and she's doing her bedroom at this time in English Country Cottage. So I'll leave that link below. But thank you so much for watching. As always, I hope everyone has a very blessed day. Please leave any comments, and don't forget to like.